Hi, Terry Mathis with ClearOne, and if you watch the configuration and connections video on the Converge Huddle, it's all ready to be used for a conference scenario. It's very easy to install. It's also very easy to configure, but best of all, it's easy to use. In this video, we're going to show you a little bit how to connect to the Converge Huddle, but also some settings you may have to change not only in the software that you'll be using for the web conferencing, but also maybe some settings you may have to change on your laptop. So let's get started. Assuming all your connections and configurations are complete, you will probably have speakers and either a ceiling mic array or multiple mics connected to the back of the Converge Huddle. With this process complete, you are ready now to connect a display and camera to the Converge Huddle. The front is really more for the end user to use, and the back is really more for configuration and connections. So you don't really have to worry about that part since it's already been done. So let's take a look at the connections on the front of the Converge Huddle. There's an HDMI output for the display in the huddle room. This makes it very convenient to connect a display directly to the huddle instead of connecting separately to a laptop. Not to mention, not all laptops may have an HDMI connection. To connect to the internet, you could be wireless on the network that you're using, but you could also use the network pass-through that can be wired directly to the network. If you're not using a wireless connection, the internet would pass through to the next port, which is the USB 3.0, and now you can receive the internet access through one cable, which is the USB 3.0. By using the USB 3.0, the end user will be able to connect one USB cable to utilize DisplayLink to get professional audio, video, and a display for presentations. Most Windows 10 laptops include DisplayLink, but you may have to download DisplayLink for Mac laptops. As of the date of this recording, you should use this beta version v4.3 beta 5 of DisplayLink for Mac that are on Mac OS High Sierra. If for some reason you don't have the most recent driver for Windows, you can always go to displaylink.com/downloads, and then when you get to the Windows section, you can then see which version you would need for whatever type of laptop you would have. There are also two other USB connections for peripherals like cameras or USB microphones. In this scenario I will connect to a ClearOne single Unite 150 camera. But if needed, you could actually connect two cameras. The Converge Huddle is flexible enough for almost any scenario that you can think of. There is a locate button to identify the device in the software, as well as a power and status LEDs. An end user probably won't use the locate button that often. It is mainly for the installer to use with the software. As long as the status and power LEDs are both blue, you should be ready to use the Converge Huddle. The Converge Huddle is flexible enough to use for numerous ways of conferencing. One could just be with an audio conferencing using a PC, where now your audio would be transferred through the huddle to the far end and receive their audio as well. You could use a phone call. There is a 3.5 millimeter cable that's connected to the huddle, and all you would do is plug that into your phone and make a call. You can also bridge a PC and a phone. So in this case, where you may have an audio call in progress with your laptop through the huddle, but at the same time, you could just use your phone and call someone else to be involved with the phone going through the 3.5 millimeter cable. Be aware there will be a future advancement where we will add a Bluetooth expander and be able to connect your phone through the Bluetooth. Video conferencing with BYOD, or bring your own device, is probably where you will use this the most. Simply connect your USB cable to your laptop and open up whatever software you want. And that way you can connect to that, get professional audio and video, and also have your camera. You could also use video conferencing with a VC appliance. So in this case, where you could actually use a video codec, you could connect that to the Huddle and get professional audio and video through the video codec. Be aware too that some codecs may not necessarily utilize display links, so you may have to connect the HDMI directly to the display itself. So that is one of the differences in the way you would connect a video codec to the Huddle. You could also use the Huddle for screen sharing. So in some cases, you may just have a local presentation that you want to present to a group of people in the Huddle room. So instead of everyone huddled around the actual laptop trying to see what you're talking about, you can now just connect your USB cable and now present that right on the screen. What's great about this too is not only do you have the people in your room that you're doing a screen sharing for a local presentation, but you could actually just start a conference call and bring in others and show them the same presentation. To make sure your laptop will use the Huddle for audio, you'll have to go to the input and output sections in the settings of Mac or Windows and change it to the Converge Huddle USB audio. Another audio setting you may have to make is within the actually web conferencing software you're using. In my case, I'm using Spontania from ClearOne, and I've just gone to the audio section and changed it to Converge Huddle USB audio. Okay, let's put this to the test. I now have a Converge Huddle. It's connected to a ceiling mic array and also to a speaker. It's also connected to a Unite 150 camera, as well as a display so I can see whoever's on the far end. I'm going to make a Spontania call to Pete and Ben. They're my co-workers with ClearOne, and I want to see if this all works and they can hear me fine. So I'm going to join a Spontania call that's already in progress. Let's give it a try.
So Pete, have you noticed that the trend seems to be more cloud-based USB audio? Yeah. Oh, hey, Terry.
Hey, how's it going? I wanted to test my Huddle here. So can you hear me okay?
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds great to me.
All right, good. I just wanted to make sure. Also, Ben, I want to try a quick call. I do have my phone connected to my Huddle, so I'm going to call you real quick. If you may want to mute your mic and speakers there and answer the phone and see what happens.
All right, I'm connected in.
All right, very good. How's it sound on your end, Pete?
Sounds great, once again.
All right, good. Hey, thanks a lot for your help, guys. Talk to you soon.
Sure.
Yeah, no problem.
Pretty simple, right? So now all an end user has to do is walk into a Huddle room, connect to a USB cable, they get a display and professional audio and video. At the same time, they get to use the web conferencing software that they're used to using on a regular basis. So thank you for your time today. Hopefully it was helpful for you. And as always, feel free to go to our website, ClearOne.com, to find out more information.